Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu, Kenya tunayoipenda, Kenya nchi tunayoipenda.
Wa Kenya, nchi yenye baraka. Kenya, nchi yenye baraka.
Ancillary units. These are units that are not directly used to keep the fish, but they facilitate the smooth running of the facility. The first and most important one is water storage. This is in the form of tanks or reservoirs. And this is the most important component because it supplies water to all the facilities and all the units within the hatchery block. The second unit is the filtration facility. The filtration facility may be used in two ways. One, the mechanical part can be used to filter water coming into the hatchery from outside. This is especially so if you are getting your water from an open stream where it may be contaminated. However, if you are doing a recirculating aquaculture system, then you will need a more elaborate unit that consists of a mechanical filter and a biological filter as well. In our hatchery facility, we will also require an in-hatchery tap for general use. This is the tap where you can attach a pipe when you want to clean the hatchery, or you can use it to get water for use in other areas without necessarily having to get out of the facility. Your tap needs to have an adapter that allows for a hosepipe to be fitted on. Also remember, in your hatchery you must have a well-designed drainage system so that water does not stagnate and form pools within the hatchery and working area. And number 5, for biosecurity reasons, you will be required to have wash hand basins and possibly a foot bath. These two should be placed very close to the entrance. Remember, generally, most hatcheries are not fitted with ceilings. This gives them more room for proper air circulation. However, this only applies to the production area. Offices, stores and other rooms may be fitted with appropriate ceilings. Office space and stores. Your hatchery facility needs different stores for different purposes. First, you need a feed store for keeping feed for your fish and fry, and you also need a storage space for keeping farm implements like nets, working equipment and the rest. Also very critical in the ancillary units is the seed packing area. When designing your hatchery facility, you will be required to provide a space where people can work from and where seed or fingerlings can be packaged properly without interfering with the rest of the operations. This seed packing area is always placed very close to the entrance. Finally, we need to look at security structures. In security, we are talking about the general security of your farm,
hatutaacha Kenya daima na milele.
Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima. Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima.
Na nikienda nje sitasahau Kenya na nitabaki Mkenya.
And also biosecurity. By biosecurity, we refer to preventing entry of any germs or pathogens that may cause diseases to your fish.
Na tumeapa sote wenye nchi ya Kenya kutumikia Kenya daima na milele.
Let us now look at how to set up our hatchery block. Before we do this, we need to consider several factors, which include the type of fish you want to breed, whether it is single species or multi-species. You also need to consider the demand, what the market requires. And also you will need to look at the other factors which we discussed in our previous video. When constructing your hatchery main building, it is advisable to seek expert advice on the structural details of your structure. Let the expert advise you on such aspects as foundation details, building materials, strength of cement to be mixed, and always use experts in construction. It is always a good idea to provide for drainage channel at the stage where the floor slab is being laid. This will avoid cases where you will be forced to hack into the floor later after it has dried. Remember, hacking of the floor when it is dry weakens it and leads to development of cracks. Construction of the indoor tanks may be done in any of the two ways. One, they may be done after the perimeter wall and the roof have been completed, or they may also be done concurrently or simultaneously as the wall is being constructed. This will depend on the comfort of the masons and the people working on the building. But in my view, the best approach will be to finish off the building first, construct the walls and roof before you construct the tanks. This is because constructing the tanks before roofing may pose extra risks to the people working on the roof. Let us now look at the supply of water to the hatchery.
Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu, Kenya tunayoipenda, Kenya nchi tunayoipenda.
Twajivunia sana tukijiita wa Kenya, nchi yenye